In this video, I will show you how to use a free report to see valuable data on 6 pre-configured standard Google Analytics GA4 metrics that reveal where visitors to your site are actively engaging, and why these metrics matter for making decisions about how to improve your website's performance. Making informed decisions starts with understanding how people use it. But disappointingly, for many e-commerce stores and online business owners, most analytics dashboards or reports present the data available in a way that is too overwhelming and or impractical to use by anyone but the nerds and data scientists. The good news is that you don't need to get overwhelmed by the Google Analytics platform to see meaningful data about your website. In the report I'm about to show you, we're going to look at 6 standard events that Google tracks automatically. You don't need any special customization to set these up for reporting on. I'm talking about page views, first visits, 90% scroll, outbound clicks, view search, where we look at what people are searching for on your site if you have a search bar, and video views. In other words, if you have videos on your site, which ones are getting looked at. And I'll explain how each of them can be used to make a decision about improving the content and the calls to action on your website. Just before we take a look at the report, I want to acknowledge that there are hundreds, if not thousands of other metrics you could report on. And this is what we've talked about in the past. Google Analytics and other dashboards can be overwhelming. And this leads to apathy and inertia, where business owners and managers end up doing nothing. But we know that doing nothing is not an option if we want to keep moving forward. By picking just 6 core metrics and seeing how we can use them to make changes, we increase our chances of building momentum, finding little micro wins that we can execute that compound over time to take us towards the goals we want to achieve for our business. Now let's look at the report. Here we're looking at our GA4 standard event tracking report based on those 6 standard event tracking triggers I mentioned earlier: page views, first visits, 90% scroll, outbound clicks, view search, and video views. We're taking one of the sites we've looked at before, ellymcginnis.com. Straight away, the first one, page views. This is a good indicator for Ellie of which pages are getting the most traction, not just from organic search, but across the board, and to see whether she is optimizing them accordingly. And that concept of optimizing accordingly really applies to all of these. So page views might be one she already knows about because it's a fairly standard metric and it shows up often at the top of a lot of integrations. But let's go through the rest. So when we look at pages with the most first-time visits, this is again an opportunity to see, am I optimizing those pages for first-time visitors so that they get to know, like, and trust me? Are there any things on that page that I could do better that's going to give them a better chance to continue engaging with me? Which leads to the next page, 90% scroll. The 90% scroll view is a very important indicator because straight away, you know that people are engaging with that page, scrolling down. So here you want to be looking at calls to actions at various points on the page. Are you giving visitors ample opportunity to engage further, to buy your products or find out more or schedule an appointment, especially nearer the bottom? You know they're getting to the bottom. Is there a call to action that's going to make them stay on the page and do something that's going to improve the ROI on your website? The outbound clicks tab is another good report to see, because what you want to make sure is that people are not leaving your site unintentionally. First of all, you can see what pages they're going to and from which page they left. Now, it's perfectly natural to have outbound links, external clicks. As I say, your goal here is to make sure that they are intentional. For example, are they opening in a new tab? Do you want that person to go there to find out more? Or could you be changing the external link so that they spend more time on your site? Is the link necessary? The View Search tab doesn't work for all websites, but if you have a search bar on your site, This is a very useful view to find out on which pages people are typing in additional search terms looking for other information on your site. For example, here, pregnancy has been searched for 7 times in this reporting period, and all from the blog Pregnancy Workout Program page. This would be an indicator to Ellie whether or not she should do more with the pregnancy posts. As you can see, this search box on this site isn't highly used, but if those numbers were higher, it would be an indicator for Ellie that she should create more content on that and make it easier for people to find what they are looking for. Finally, we have the video views tab. It may not be relevant on your site if you don't use videos, but here you can see there's a very easy to find, easy to understand report that says on this page, this video got watched 98 times. Again, if you can see that these videos are being used, you can go back and find out, are you optimizing in and around the video to make sure that they stay on your site, or potentially link off to an affiliate link or a call to action that is going to bring them closer to becoming a customer. That's it, folks. You've now seen how using this easy to understand report based on GA4's standard event tracking gives you immediate insight into your website's performance. If you'd like to monitor these metrics on your own site, check the links in and around this video to get access to the very same standard event tracking report I just showed you. Note, you only have to be logged into your Gmail account for it to access your Google Analytics properties automatically. No customization needed. Finally, look out for more videos on this topic where we'll build on this knowledge and work towards combining standard and custom event tracking to gain even more valuable insights into your website's performance that more specifically match your business goals. I'll see you in the next video.